The wait is over. The cameras have stopped. The dust on the ranch has settled. And now, it's real. Heartland Season 19 is officially finished. After months of shooting, long workdays, and quiet updates from the cast, the show has finally wrapped production. This isn't just another season. This is the return fans have been dreaming of. And now, with filming complete, all eyes are on what's coming next. What does this mean for Amy, Jack, Lyndy, for fans still hoping for Ty's memory to return to the screen? Let's break it down. Production for Heartland Season 19 officially came to an end just days ago, and fans are buzzing. For months, the team worked in silence. Alberta's fields became the show's canvas once more, and familiar faces returned to the screen under the guidance of the show's directors and longtime crew. According to inside sources, the final days of filming were emotional. Some scenes even made the cast tear up, especially scenes involving Amy and her daughter, Lyndy. These moments remind us why Heartland has touched so many hearts across the world. Crew members shared small updates on social media during the shoot of horses, quiet sunrises on set, and comments about something special coming this season. The silence was not a delay, but a promise. A promise that the story was being handled with care. And now, with the production wrapped, the countdown has officially begun. Fans will remember that the last season ended with big changes. Amy was trying to find her strength again. Lou faced big choices in her political career. Jack stayed strong at the heart of the family, and Lyndy took on a more important role. But what was happening behind the scenes was just as powerful. This season wasn't just written, it was lived. Cast members like Amber Marshall have spoken about how close the team has become, and how these characters still mean the world to them. The fact that the cast and crew kept the story so quiet shows that Season 19 might hold some surprises. Will there be a major return? Will this be the most emotional season since Ty's loss? No one knows for sure yet. But one thing is clear. Something big has been prepared, and it's almost ready for the world to see. As the show heads into its final stage, editing, scoring, and preparing for release, fans are already preparing their own hearts. Many have grown up with the series. Others found it during hard times and held on to it. Heartland is not just about horses or ranch life. It's about healing, family, and growing stronger even after loss. Season 19 might be the most emotional chapter yet. In the coming weeks, more news will follow, maybe even a trailer. But for now, fans can finally breathe easy knowing that the next season isn't in the future anymore, it's already real. Production for Season 19 began quietly, far from the flashing lights and loud announcements of Hollywood. Instead, it started on the open land of Alberta, Canada, where the show has always felt most at home. The cast returned with familiar routines, early mornings, saddling horses, and reading through scripts in the cold air. But this time, something felt different. It wasn't just another season. It was a chance to continue the legacy of a show that has touched millions. From the first shoot, everything had to be perfect. The crew worked through changing weather, unexpected delays, and the pressure of continuing a story after so many years. But despite the challenges, the energy on set was strong. Some scenes were filmed during sunrise, capturing that golden Heartland light fans know so well. Others were shot late into the evening, with everyone pulling together to bring a scene to life. The actors, many of whom have been part of the show for over a decade, knew how much this season meant to the fans and to themselves. Amber Marshall, who plays Amy Fleming, shared a moment on social media that said it all. She posted a photo of her boots resting beside a barn wall and wrote, "Another season in the books. Grateful, proud, and still in love with this place." That quiet message spoke louder than any trailer or press release. It reminded fans that the people behind the show cared just as deeply as the viewers do. Crew members often describe the Heartland set as more of a family than a workplace. Directors, camera operators, costume designers, many have returned season after season because of how the show makes them feel. They say it's not just about creating content, it's about capturing real emotion. One crew member said, "You can't fake Heartland, that's why it works." But it wasn't always smooth. During filming, reports suggested that some scenes had to be reshot due to sudden weather changes, snow one day, sunshine the next. In other cases, animals on set didn't always follow the plan, causing delays. Still, the team adapted with patience and humor. After all, this is a show where animals land, and people are all part of the story. Another highlight was the return of young actors like Ruby and Emanuela Spencer, who play Lyndy. As her character grows, her scenes become more central to the plot. And she's handled the responsibility beautifully. The entire cast helped guide her during filming, showing just how strong the bond on set really is. This season also brought in some new faces actors whose roles haven't been officially revealed yet. They were seen filming in quiet locations around Alberta, suggesting that fresh characters may be introduced. But the team has kept those details secret for now. As production wrapped, the crew shared a final group photo, everyone standing in front of the barn, arms linked, faces full of emotion. It wasn't just a goodbye to the shoot. It was a celebration of how far they've come. From the very first season in 2007 to now, the journey to season 19 has been one of love, loss, growth, and healing. And now, with the filming done, fans can look forward to the finished product, knowing that behind every scene is a story of real dedication, heart, and care. Season 19 is officially complete. But what's actually coming in the new episodes is still a mystery. While the producers have stayed quiet, a few small hints and behind-the-scenes clues have helped fans piece together what to expect. And from what we know so far, this season will be full of emotion, surprises, and possibly even big changes that will shape the future of the Heartland Ranch forever. Amy Fleming continues to be the heart of the show, and season 19 is expected to follow her as she steps into a new stage of life. After years of healing from Ty's death, Amy has grown stronger, but she's not the same person she once was. This season may show her learning how to open her heart again, maybe not for romance, but to rediscover her own happiness and purpose beyond grief. There are rumors that Amy will start a new horse therapy program, helping both animals and people in deeper ways than ever before. Meanwhile, Lyndy is growing up fast. Fans noticed that the young actress has aged since the last season, and that could mean we'll see more of Lyndy's personal journey this time. She's no longer just Amy's daughter, she's becoming her own character. Some believe season 19 will explore Lyndy's bond with the horses and how she might carry on the Fleming legacy. A scene from filming showed Lyndy riding alone near the riverbank, which hints at her taking more active steps into her mother's world. Lou Fleming, always busy with politics and motherhood, will likely face new challenges balancing her public role with her family responsibilities. Her relationship with Mitch has gone through ups and downs, and many fans are waiting to see if they'll finally make a lasting decision, whether it's marriage or something more unexpected. Season 19 could also test Lou's values, especially if her role as mayor pulls her away from what matters most. There's also strong talk about Tim Fleming facing a health scare or personal reckoning. In the last few seasons, Tim has tried to be more present and responsible, especially with his new marriage and growing family. But a few filming scenes showed him looking tired, sitting alone at the barn late at night. Could this be a sign of something serious? Some fans think so. We also can't forget about Jack Bartlett, the Rock of Heartland. While Jack is steady, as ever, many believe this season will explore his fears of growing older and what it means to pass on his wisdom to the next generation. A scene reportedly filmed in the cemetery with Jack standing near Ty's grave adds a layer of emotion to this theory. He might be preparing for a future without him leading the ranch, and that idea alone is enough to move longtime fans. Another surprise comes from the return of smaller characters from earlier seasons. There have been quiet rumors that someone from Amy's past, maybe a former client or friend, will return to bring a new storyline. It might not be a huge character, but even a small connection to the past can bring deep emotional value. The crew has been careful not to confirm anything, which means a surprise is likely planned. Also, sharp-eyed fans noticed a new face during filming. A young man was seen working near the horses, talking to Lyndy and Amy in a few scenes. His role is unknown, but this could be the beginning of a new friendship or even tension depending on how the story unfolds. Season 19 doesn't just continue the story, it adds new layers to a world we've known for almost 2 decades. With characters growing older, new ones stepping in, and unspoken pain still lingering from past events. The show is clearly preparing to take us on another emotional ride, and with the writers taking their time during production, it's clear they wanted every moment in this season to matter. Nothing is rushed. Every scene, every conversation, every tear is there for a reason. Fans can expect a deeply emotional and meaningful season that will leave them thinking long after the credits roll. For many fans, one question still hangs in the air: could Ty Borden return in season 19? And even now, with production finished, that question hasn't gone away. It's been years since Ty's tragic death shook the Heartland family, but the impact of his absence still lingers in every episode. And now, a few signs, small but powerful, have sparked new hope. Could Ty appear in a dream, a memory, or something entirely unexpected? Let's take a closer look at what's fueling this growing theory. During production, several fans spotted something unusual. On one quiet filming day, a trailer was parked farther away from the usual cast area, and it reportedly had no visible name. Some believe this might have been used to keep a surprise return secret. While this alone might not mean much, things got even more interesting when eagle-eyed fans noticed that Graham Wardle, who plays Ty, posted a vague photo on Instagram during filming weeks. The photo showed the Alberta sky with the caption, "Some chapters never fully close." He didn't say anything about Heartland, but he didn't deny it either. Graham has stepped away from the show before, explaining his desire to grow in new directions and explore personal paths. Still, he's always spoken with deep love for Heartland and its fans. In past interviews, he even said, "I'll never say never. Heartland will always be part of me." That line alone has kept hope alive. For a character as beloved as Ty, it wouldn't take much a single appearance in a dream, a flashback, or even a voiceover to send emotions soaring. Then there's the emotional buildup in Amy's storyline. Season 18 focused on her healing and learning to move forward, but there's still something unfinished in her journey. Some fans believe that for Amy to truly find peace, she may need one last goodbye. And that's where a short return from Ty could come in, not to change the story, but to complete it. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Even a dream of Ty standing with her in the barn, or a scene of her reading an old letter from him, would be enough to stir the deepest feelings in the audience. There's also the possibility that unused footage from earlier seasons could be repurposed. Heartland has a rich archive of scenes that never aired, moments between Ty and Amy, behind-the-scenes shots, or soft montages. If the writers wanted to bring Ty back in a respectful and touching way, this might be the perfect opportunity. A memory sequence tied to Lyndy asking about her father, or Amy reflecting on the past, could open the door to these moments. What makes this theory stronger is how carefully the producers have stayed silent. There's been no clear yes or no from the team, and that silence feels deliberate. If there were no plans at all for Ty to appear, they could have easily said so, but they haven't, and that mystery keeps fans watching, waiting, and hoping. One touching idea shared by fans is that Ty might appear only in Amy's thoughts during an important moment, maybe when she faces a big decision, or when Lyndy reaches a milestone. Imagine a quiet evening at the barn, Amy alone, thinking of Ty. She closes her eyes, and we see him one last time standing across the field, looking proud. No words, just presence. That scene alone would bring tears to millions. Whether Ty's return is real or just wishful thinking, one thing is clear: his spirit has never left the show. His impact is still felt in every episode, and even if he doesn't appear in season 19, the way Amy, Lyndy, and the rest of the family carry his memory forward keeps his story alive. Still, with so many soft clues, familiar silences, and fan excitement building, it's fair to say don't count him out just yet. Asterisk, the filming is done. The cameras are packed away. But now, fans are all asking the same thing: when will season 19 finally be on our screens? After months of silence, a steady stream of quiet hints, and a few updates from the cast, we may finally have a clear idea of when Heartland's newest chapter will premiere. And if the patterns hold true, it could be much sooner than you think. Heartland has always followed a fairly predictable schedule. Over the past few years, the show has almost always returned in the fall, usually between October and November. Season 16 premiered in early October. Season 17 launched in late fall, and now, with production for season 19 completed, many insiders believe the series will return in November 2025. Why November? Because that timeline fits perfectly with the pace of the show's post-production process. From the end of filming to editing, scoring, dubbing, and international distribution, it usually takes several months to prepare. And that brings us to the most recent update from CBC, the official broadcaster of Heartland. While they haven't dropped an exact date, they did confirm earlier this year that season 19 was on the way and would arrive before the year ends. That simple announcement was made with a quiet confidence, and now that production is done, all signs point to a fall premiere just in time for the holidays, when families gather and cozy up to their favorite show. Even more exciting is the rumor that the trailer could drop any day now. Last season, the official teaser arrived just weeks after filming ended, and the team might follow the same plan. Several fan pages and unofficial insiders suggest that the trailer could appear as early as late August or September 2025. If that's true, we'll get our first look at Amy, Lyndy, Lou, and the rest of the family very soon, and with it, a better sense of the storylines and emotional moments we're all waiting for. But the question of release doesn't stop at Canada. Fans from the US, UK, and other countries are also wondering when Season 19 will reach platforms like UPTV, Netflix, or CBC Gem. Based on past trends, international audiences may need to wait just a little longer, usually a few weeks after the Canadian release. Still, with the global popularity of Heartland growing every year, platforms may work harder to close that gap. Some fans are even calling for a same-day release worldwide. Whether or not that happens, the fact remains, Season 19 is on its way. 2 screens everywhere, and there's one more reason fans are feeling hopeful about the release date. The emotional build-up. Season 18 left viewers with open-ended moments, questions about Amy's next steps, Lou's personal choices, and Lyndy's future. That kind of storytelling demands follow-up, and the producers likely know that the longer they wait, the more intense the anticipation becomes. That's why November 2025 feels just right, not too rushed, but not too far either. So now fans are watching every update. They're refreshing pages, following cast's social media accounts, and counting down to the trailer. The energy in the Heartland fandom is rising fast. People are already planning watch parties, rewatching past seasons, and holding out hope for surprise returns, especially when it comes to Ty. In the end, it's no longer a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. Season 19 is real. It's finished. It's in the final stages. And very soon, we'll be right back where we belong, at the ranch, with the family we've grown to love for nearly 2 decades. Asterisk. When the news broke that production for Heartland Season 19 had officially wrapped, fans didn't just smile, they exploded with joy across every corner of the internet. For a show that has touched lives for nearly 2 decades, this update felt like more than just an announcement. It felt like coming home. Within minutes, social media lit up with celebration, theories, emotional posts, and even tears. People around the world, young and old, new fans and longtime viewers, shared what Heartland means to them. And the excitement is only growing stronger. On Twitter, the hashtag Heartland Season 19 began trending in several countries. Fans shared old photos, favorite scenes, and screenshots from previous seasons. One fan wrote, "I've grown up with Amy and Ty. Hearing Season 19 is coming made me cry. Happy tears today." Another post read, "Heartland is the one show that feels like family. I need this season more than ever." It's clear that the bond between the audience and the show runs deep. Over on TikTok, emotional edits began flooding the platform, fans making tribute videos to Ty, Amy's strength, Jack's wisdom, and Lyndy's journey. Some creators even posted theories and timelines pointing out hints from past seasons that might lead into Season 19. One emotional video showing Amy staring at Ty's grave was paired with the caption, "If he shows up even once this season, I'll never recover." These reactions show that fans aren't just watching, they're feeling every part of the journey. Instagram saw the rise of Heartland fan pages posting daily updates, set photos, and countdown graphics. Many shared quotes from the cast over the years, especially ones about hope and healing. A popular post featured Amber Marshall's words, "Heartland is more than a show, it's a feeling." That single quote was reshared thousands of times. Fans from across the world commented with flags, hearts, and personal stories how Heartland helped them through grief, stress, or difficult times. It's no longer just a TV series. It's a comfort zone for millions. And on Reddit, discussions went deeper. Fans broke down each theory, from the possible return of past characters to how Amy's journey could evolve. One thread with hundreds of comments asked, "What would make Season 19 perfect for you?" The top replies included, "Amy smiling again, Lyndy learning about her dad, and just one dream of Ty, that's all I need." These small hopes speak volumes. It's not about big twists, it's about emotional truth. Even YouTube fan channels began posting reactions to the news. Some rewatched old episodes and cried all over again. Others made prediction videos, speculating on love stories, possible tragedies, and how the show could end if Season 19 is the last. Whether that's true or not, the passion behind every post is undeniable. But perhaps the most beautiful thing is this. The global connection. Heartland fans come from Canada, the US, the UK, Germany, Brazil, India, Pakistan, South Africa, Australia, and more. They speak different languages, but they feel the same love. That's rare. That's powerful. And that's why Season 19 feels like more than just a new chapter, it feels like a shared moment of joy. No other show has managed to stay so grounded, so full of heart, for this long, and the audience has responded with gratitude, loyalty, and love. Every like, comment, and share is proof that Heartland still matters. It still heals. It still brings people together. And now, as the release grows closer, the fanbase is united by one thought. We're ready. There's something different in the air this time. Heartland Season 19 doesn't feel like just another season, it feels like something deeper. After 18 seasons of family, loss, healing, and hope, fans aren't just expecting a story, they're preparing for a powerful emotional experience. And from everything we've seen and heard, this upcoming season might be the most meaningful one in the entire history of the show. Why? Because Heartland is no longer just about what's happening on screen. It's about what the show has become for the people who followed it all these years. Fans have grown up with these characters. They've watched Amy go from a grieving teenager to a strong mother. They've seen Jack carry the weight of the family with quiet strength. They've witnessed Lou chase ambition, Tim face his past, and now Lyndy begin her own journey. Each character has changed, and with them, so have the fans. Now, as Season 19 arrives, the timing feels personal. In a world where real life has become heavy and uncertain for many, Heartland offers something rare: peace, truth, and warmth. The scenes on that quiet Alberta ranch remind viewers that even in loss, there is healing. Even in silence, there is love. And even in goodbye, there is a way forward. This season may also be the one that ties generations together. Jack is aging, Amy is evolving, Lyndy is growing. These shifts bring both beauty and pain. And for longtime viewers, these aren't just characters, they feel like family. That's why this season could mark a turning point. A season that doesn't just move the story forward, but reflects on everything that's come before, a tribute to the past, and a quiet look toward the future. There are whispers, too, that this might be the beginning of the final arc. While no one has confirmed it, some fans believe Season 19 could be the last full chapter, or at least the lead-up to one. If that's true, it makes every moment more important, every scene more precious, and every goodbye more meaningful. But even if Heartland continues beyond this, there's no denying that Season 19 has something special. The cast has said it, the crew has hinted at it, and the fans can feel it. Maybe it's the way Amy holds her daughter a little tighter. Maybe it's how Jack stares across the land he's built. Or maybe it's the silence, those small, quiet moments that tell us everything without saying a word. Whatever it is, one thing is clear: this season isn't about shock, it's about soul. About what matters most. About love that lasts beyond loss, strength that's quiet but unbreakable, and the ties that bind a family even when life tries to pull them apart. So when Heartland Season 19 finally airs, it won't just be another premiere. It'll be a reminder of why this show still matters. Why it still reaches into people's lives, comforts their hearts, and brings them back week after week, year after year. This isn't just a new season. This is Heartland at its very best, and fans all over the world are ready to ride with it one more time. Asterisk for more exciting updates and emotional stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Nextdoor and stay connected to the heart of Heartland.